Hello, church. So this is our daily devotional for Wednesday, March 26th. Actually doing this Tuesday night, but I figured I'd try to get ahead of the game and then go ahead and do another recording for tomorrow. So we're in Psalm 42. We just did the first part yesterday. We're going to be breaking it into three parts, including Psalm 43. I talked yesterday about James Mays and connecting those two pieces. There's so what we find in the psalm is there's these petitions, and then there's this repeated refrain going all the way through 42 and 43. This is what Peterson is doing with that. This is his repeated phrase. Why are you down in the dumps, dear soul? Why are you crying the blues? Fix my eyes on God. Soon I'll be praising again. He puts a smile on my face. He's my God. So that was the conclusion to our first section. Just so your ears are pricked, this will be our NRSV, but I'm going to start with the way that the NRSV does with that section. Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my help and my God. So here's part 2 from NRSV. My soul is cast down within me. Therefore I remember you from the land of Jordan and of Hermon, from Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep at the thunder of your cataracts. All your waves and your billows have gone over me. By day the Lord commands his steadfast love, and at night his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why must I walk about mournfully because the enemy oppresses me? As with a deadly wound in my body, my adversaries taunt me, while they say to me continually, where is your God? Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my help and my God. So a little bit from Mays, and especially that section on where is your God. He spends a little time on that. As is usually the case with these prayers, it is impossible to tie composition and use to a particular historical or biographical occasion. Psalm 42, 6-7, with its reference to the land of Jordan, Hermon, and Mount Mizar, seems to locate the performance of the prayer on the slopes of Hermon, where the Jordan River rises beyond the northeast boundaries of Israel. But it is apparent that the deeps, floods, and waves of 42:7 are metaphors for overwhelming trouble, as often is the case in the waters of the Jordan, and use the location in an exaggerated way as a poetic device. If these verses were a reference to a particular location, it would be the only such case in the prayers of the Psalter. Psalter is another word for the book of Psalms. The best clue to the social and theological setting is the taunting question that the singer puts in the mouth of his adversaries, where is your God? In all its occurrences in the Old Testament, the question appears in liturgical material, where it is a feature of the description of trouble. The question is a formulaic motif used to characterize the situation in which those who trust in the Lord are put to shame in the presence of others because of some trouble that calls their faith into question. And our conclusion to the 42nd Psalm from Eugene Peterson in the Message. When my soul is in the dumps, I rehearse everything I know of you. From Jordan depths to Hermon heights, including Mount Mizar, chaos calls to chaos, to the tune of whitewater rapids. Your breaking surf, your thundering breakers crash and crush me. Then God promises to love me all day, sing songs all through the night. My life is God's prayer. Sometimes I ask God, my rock solid God, why did you let me down? Why am I walking around in tears, harassed by enemies? They're out for the kill, these tormentors with their obscenities. taunting day after day, where is this God of yours? Why are you down in the dumps, dear soul? Why are you crying the blues? Fix my eyes on God. Soon I'll be praising again. He puts a smile on my face. He's my God. So if you picked up on it, instead of the deep calls to deep, Peterson does chaos calls to chaos. Those are the same word from the, I believe, from the Hebrew. I know it's true in Greek. I'm pretty sure that those are synonymous. So just a neat little tidbit. All right, so we'll be jumping into 43 and finishing up our three-part portion. You'll hear that repeated refrain coming again. If you're not musically inclined, when I use the word refrain, these are portions of songs that we repeat, typically after singing a verse. Um, and it's opportunity for us to kind of have the message sink in a little bit deeper. We have refrains in our lives as well, and those things that we repeat to ourselves when we find ourselves discouraged or needing reminders of God's presence. Those are parts of the refrains of our lives. I hope you find some good food for fodder coming from our Psalms, and especially as we remember those refrains, first done by David and now shared with us. You guys have a good night, and we'll check you out tomorrow. Take care.